Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm gonna do a shop my stash favorites edition for my upcoming birthday. So I want to do a full face of kind of favorites products that I haven't used in a while, and today I'm gonna use the Love palette by Natasha Denona for the first time. I got that on sale from Sephora, so hopefully it's still in stock. I believe right now it's not in stock, but make sure you keep your eyes on it because it's a good deal. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. It means so much to me. And now let's get right into the video. So let's pick the Shop My Stash products. So what inspired today's video is I'm doing a look for my upcoming birthday, and I'm going to use this Natasha Denona Love palette, and I want to get into my favorites here and shop my stash. Some of the things that I haven't tried for a while. So I think I'm going to go for foundation. I haven't used the Glowish by Huda Beauty. I'm excited to try this again, and this is in the shade 02 Fairlight. So let's put this in the bin, and let's put the palette in here as well. Now for primer, I haven't used this one, the Laura Geller Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer. It says hydrate, moisturize, and replenish. So let's put that one there. For bronzer, I want to try the Huda. Let's try the Tarte Bronzer. This is in the shade Breezy. This is a cream bronzer. And what I've been loving lately is combining it with powder, more glowy bronzer. So I'm going to go into this Natasha Denona Brown Cheek again for highlighter and blush. I haven't used the Kosas one, and this one has a beautiful blush inside and also a highlighter, so it's a two-in-one product. So let's go with this one. Now for powders, I'm always going to use this under my eye, and also the Kosas I have not used. This is the Breezy Cloud Set powder. And for concealer, I have not used the Rare Beauty concealer in a while, so let's try this. Setting spray. Okay, let's choose some setting sprays from over here. And I think I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And I'm going to add this Glow Recipe Glow Drops as well. And I have not used an eye primer for a while, so I'm going to go into this Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer. So let's try that. For lips, I think I'm going to choose this one by Sephora. I have not used it at all. And this is the Sephora Lip Stories. It's in the shade 65. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. So let's try that. So here are all the products we just shopped for. I'm excited. I already went ahead and I did my brows off camera. I used the NYX brow glue and the NYX tint pen in the shade Espresso. And I remember that I forgot to choose a mascara. So for mascara that I haven't used and it's pretty brand new to me is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. So we're gonna add this to the pile here. And now let's get right into the video. For primer, I chose the Laura Geller Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer. I got this in a boxy charm. It says that it hydrates, moisturizes, and replenishes. Let's try it out. I already have SPF on my face from this morning. So this is the first time I'm gonna do 2 pumps. It's a very nice, hydrating, has absolutely no smell, and it feels actually very beautiful and hydrating on the face. Now I want to go into my Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops. Ooh, I love this product so much. So I'm just gonna add a couple, like 1 pump only of this beautiful product and add it all over the face. Oh, you guys, so today is the Sephora VIB sales for the Rouge members. It started today. So after I'm done filming this video, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase my products that I have in my cart. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited to show you guys what I've chosen. I've done some changes to my card since we last spoke, but it's just kind of because I have a budget, so I don't want to kind of go over the budget. Oh, this feels, look how beautiful and glowy this looks. So if you guys get a chance to pick this product up, it's definitely recommended. I got this in a boxy charm, so I didn't really have to spend the money from Sephora, but it's just a beautiful product. Next, let's go into foundation. And for foundation, I chose the Huda Beauty Glowish Foundation. You either love this product or you hate it. If you do have oily skin, then most likely this is not going to be your best friend because it's a beautiful glowish foundation, and for oily skin it's probably super glowy, so you might love it, but for my skin type, which is normal to dry, I'm actually loving it. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna apply this. Like, there's still some in here, but I've been using this when it first came out a lot. One pump is more than enough, as you can see. So I'm gonna use my Merit brush, which is this one right here. It's the only brush by Merit, and it's such a soft, beautiful brush. Now I know that the foundation looks a little bit darker, but it's a skin tint, so you kind of melt into the skin, and you want to bring it down your neck as well. So my face doesn't get oily throughout the day at all, so I guess that's why this foundation maybe lasts on me, and it looks really beautiful even at the end of the night. So pretty much everything is covered. Now I'm gonna go with a dampen sponge. This is by Morphe. This is the Sour Patch collection. What do you guys think? It's such a beautiful, healthy looking skin when I apply this skin tint. So let's go ahead and prime the eyes, and I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer. Now I haven't used this in a while, so let's apply this to the eyes. I don't know how I feel about this. It's kind of oily and it barely picks up on the... You see that? I think I'm gonna skip this. I don't really like this type of feeling. Like, I don't like to have oily eyelids. So I think I'm gonna add my regular MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty brush. That's how I like to apply it. And there you go. This is what I want to see. Okay, so I guess this product is out of my stash right now because we didn't really use it. Let's move on to concealer. So for concealer, I haven't used the Rare Beauty concealer, and this is in the shade 170W. Look how cute the bottle is. It's just exactly like their foundation. And I like to add my concealer. Here's the Tofu applicator in the outer corner, inner corner. Dab it with the brush. This Rare Beauty brush, or a brush that's similar to the Rare Beauty brush, like this, dense, soft, and short bristles and angled, definitely recommend. And here is a tip. When you apply your eyeshadow and you come a little bit further than you're supposed to, I take this brush with whatever's left over concealer on it, and I use it to create that nice angled clean look. I'll show you when we use the palette. Perfect amount of coverage. I don't know, it brightens up the eyes. Let's move on to the Pat McGrath powder, and I'm gonna apply it with a fluffy brush underneath my eyes to set that concealer so we don't get any creases. Now I'm gonna go with the Tarte Bronzer. This is in the shade Breezy. It's a cream bronzer. This is a beautiful bronzer. It lasts all day. I believe it's supposed to be waterproof from what I remember. Now I'm gonna apply this with this Co Beauty brush, which is angled, fluffy, and a little bit bigger. Dab it at first. Now don't worry, we're gonna start blending now. Well, you guys, I had an exciting day yesterday. My daughter does karate, and she had her grading after 2 years because of COVID. They weren't able to really train and do grading. They were able to do the belt grading, and she was at green belt, and we found out yesterday that she did pass her exam, and she got her purple belt, she got her diploma, and I am so proud of her. I'm gonna put a picture of her here with her purple belt that we took yesterday, and it was very exciting to see how happy she was that she passed her grading. So proud of her. So look at this bronzer, isn't it pretty? So if it's too much, you can always take your sponge and melt it into the skin. And I'm doing this because on top, I want to use and set this cream bronzer with the Natasha Denona Bronze Cheek Palette. And I kind of dab into this and this together. And for that, I am using this beautiful Moda multi-purpose powder brush, which is just a fluffy brush. Look how cute this is. And I think I've noticed that then the bronzer lasts even longer when you use a cream bronzer and you add a little bit of powder bronzer on top. I don't know, I've been loving that trick lately. Now for blush, I have the beautiful Kosas Duo Blush and Highlighter in the shade Velvet Melon, and this is what it looks like. Very beautiful creamy peach blush and then a beautiful highlighter. So for the blush, I'm gonna use this Beauty brush, which is very similar to the other one, angled, fluffy and hard at the top. And I'm gonna dab into this blush and start applying it. I haven't used this in a while, and this is such a beautiful product. Like, look how beautiful it just melts into the skin. Isn't it pretty? And now we have the highlighter. I'm gonna use a Moda Pro BMX Glow brush, which is this fluffy one, and go into this creamy highlighter and kind of add it on top. I should have done this before so that we kind of add the blush on top of this, but we can always add more blush. Look how beautiful this highlighter is. Do you see this? It's such a beautiful, glowy, creamy highlighter. It makes it look like it's actually your skin having this beautiful glow, like you're not wearing any makeup. And I'm gonna go back into that blush right on top here. Now let's move on to powder. So again, I'm gonna go into the Kosas powder. I haven't used this in a while. Mine is in the shade Breezy, like I said. And I'm gonna use this Moda big fluffy brush. This is a blush brush, but I like to use this for powder and kind of powder the middle part of the face here. And look how beautiful it goes with this Glowish Foundation. Like, it kind of gives it a HD effect on your face. It covers enough not to dry up the face and not to take away from that nice beautiful glow. So it's just beautiful, a beautiful powder. So let me zoom you guys in so you guys can see how my skin looks up close. So here is the bronzer, blush, highlighter, beautiful skin tint by Huda Beauty. I think it just looks so beautiful. I just love it. I love this skin tint. So let's give this a spray to set the whole face. I'm gonna use the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And this says it primes, it corrects and sets. Now the jet is a little bit strong, so be careful. Like, your face gets sprayed with water. That's the only downside on this. So just spray a little bit in the middle and kind of move it around with your sponge. I keep feeling hairs on my face. I hate when that happens. Don't you hate it when you apply your foundation and all of a sudden you feel like little fluff hairs and you can't see them and you don't want to like touch because you're gonna like put a dent in your foundation on the face? Ah, I hate that. Now let's move on to this beautiful Natasha Denona palette. And it's this one right here. It's the Love palette. I bought this one because it was on sale. And when I find a good sale, this was 44 Canadian from 88, I believe. So when I find a good sale, especially by Natasha Denona, I go for it. So I love the color story. I have no idea what I'm doing. I really want to use the, I don't know, I want to use the purples, kind of use this area here with gray, purples, maybe use this as a transition. So let's start with this shade here. It's called First. So let me zoom you guys in. And let's get in the shade First, which is right here, this one. And let's apply it over the lid. So this has a little bit of a very light pink undertone, even though it looks kind of light white in the pan. Let's move on into Valentine. So I'm going to use this shade right here, which is a light pink, and I'm going to use the same brush. Ooh, it's pretty pink. And kind of add it in the crease and above to create a beautiful transition color. Now I want to go into more of this darker shade, so I want to go into Trust and use this in the crease. Oh, this is a little bit patchy. Do you guys see? Maybe I'm going to use a smaller brush, and this is a BH Cosmetics number 10 brush, which is this one right here. This looks beautiful. Let's do the same thing on the other eye. This was harder to blend, and I have a feeling it has to do with that Urban Decay eye primer. I think the oils kind of settled underneath there, and it kind of grabbed onto the shadow. Let me go into Dream, which is this darker purple, but it has some shimmers in it. So I'm going to use a Morphe brush, and it's something like this. It's a small flat brush. And I'm gonna try apply this in the outer corner here. So this is quite similar to the one we applied, maybe even more of a sharper purple, but I really want to use that silver in the palette. So this is the shade Dream. Okay, now let's blend it nicely. I'm gonna go into Pure Love, which is this shimmery purple right here. Use my finger and add this on the eyelid from the inner corner all the way to the middle there. And with the finger, I'm gonna go into the shade Blind and add this kind of in the inner corner to lighten this area up a bit, like that. That is such a pretty color. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm gonna go into the Commitment, which is that darker, I think it's a black, I don't know, let's see, and apply it on the outer corner a bit so we can make this area a tiny bit darker. Now there's fallout in here, so be careful. And now I'm gonna take this brush, like I said, the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and kind of clean this area up a bit like this. You see what I mean? So you add a little bit of concealer like this and just clean this area up like this. Now for the bottom lash line, I think I'm gonna go with Trust, this purple right here. And I'm gonna use that BH Cosmetics number 10 brush. Okay, so I'm gonna use this pointy brush. I don't know, I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's this green one right here, and it's pointy. And I'm gonna go into this Blind shade and get into it and then spray it so we don't have fallout, and apply it in the inner corner here. For the inner corner, ooh, I think I'm gonna use, maybe I'll go with the silver, might as well. So take a clean brush, a clean fluffy brush, and diffuse any sharp lines you see here. What do you guys think? I think this look turned out super cool. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into this shade Transparent. I'm going to use that on underneath my brow bone, just for a little bit of highlight. Okay, let me pop off camera, apply my mascara. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Sky High Mascara, and I will be right back to show you the final eye look, and then we're gonna move on to lips. Okay, so here is the final look on the eyes. What do you guys think? I love having a purple eye look with a little bit of silver in the inner corner. And so for lips, I'm using the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Lumiere, which is this shade right here. It's a beautiful mauvey shade, which is perfect with this eye look. I love these lippy pencils. They're from ColourPop, so make sure you check out their lippies because they are amazing. Look how beautiful everything looks. Now let's go use this Sephora lipstick in the shade 65, which is this such a cute packaging. And this is what this one looks like. Let me show you. Ooh, this is like a match made in heaven. So let's apply this. So here are the lips done with the eyes. What do you guys think? I think we've used every product. We're pretty much done. So this is the final look of my shop, my stash from my favorites for my birthday look. I saved this palette so I can do kind of a nice birthday look. Today is not my birthday, but it's my birthday month. I love how this look turned out, and I love this glowish skin tint. I don't know, I just love it so much. It's so hydrating. It looks like you have absolutely no foundation on your face, and it's not oily. You can set it with a little bit of powder in the middle, and it gives you that nice glowiness to your skin, a healthy skin. And the Natasha Denona palette, the Love palette, if you don't have it and if it comes back in stock, I highly recommend it. The shades are beautiful. So yeah, this is the final look. I love how it turned out. I would love to hear your thoughts, what you guys think of the look, of the palette, of the foundation, of everything. So if you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to subscribe. It will mean so much to me, and I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.